Welcome to the video tutorial of Articulate Plus. My name is Barbara Fernandez. I am a speech-language pathologist, founder and CEO of Smarty Ears, the developer of Articulate Plus. Today, my goal is to show you around Articulate Plus, assuming that you don't have Articulate Plus and you are interested in knowing what is this app all about. If you already own Articulate Plus, make sure to check out our full demo video with detail on how to best and optimize the use of Articulate Plus. Let's get started. Articulate Plus is designed to help students practice their speech sounds. To get started, let's just click on Select Player. And as you can see, I have all of these students here. I can add one more child to the platform by clicking on Tap to Add Photo, and I can add a student photo or an avatar. So I'm going to go ahead and select an avatar for my student, and I'm going to call him Daniel. I'm going to click Add Student. Now you can see Daniel has been added, and I'm going to go ahead and select on his avatar to get started, and I click Play. There are 4 different ways to practice speech sounds on Articulate Plus. You can do it with a flashcard, matching, stories, or the combination of language and articulation together. The most common way that speech pathologists work on their speech sounds is through flashcards with multiple repetitions of that sound. And we'll do this by selecting the phoneme. Let's say that Daniel is struggling with P's and B's. I can select the P and B and I can click Done. And for this purpose, I'm just going to work on words that start with either P or B, meaning they were in the initial position of the word. Now, I could also have done medial and final, but let's go ahead and just tap initial and click Done. What you can see here is a list of all the words included on Articulate Plus that start with either B or P in the various different syllable lengths. I'm going to go ahead and isolate and just work on words that start with either B or P, but they only have one sound. We're just starting this practice. I'm going to click Done. And you can see here we have the target word, and we want Daniel to say his sound B correctly. He'll go ahead and try to say bead. If he needs a model, if he needs to hear how it sounds, you can say the word, or you can tap on the picture to hear how it sounds.
Bead.
The app produces that word for the child to just repeat the word bead. And you can see here at the bottom we have 3 ice creams. We have the green, yellow, and red. The green is if he did it correctly. The yellow, it can be either if he's almost correct or if you gave him a model. And the red is if he's not yet producing that being that word, specifically that word correctly. So since I said bead correct, I'll mark on the green. And now I get a second word, bone. Now for bone, I'm going to click on this play button. And you see there is even a video modeling for each one of the words. So I'm going to swipe, and you guys can see the different models for the different words available on Articulate Plus.
Pink. Pork.
Book. Path.
I can
Bat.
make the image
Bulb.
bigger. So I can click here and I can
Bulb.
make that video bigger, and I'm going to go ahead and close it. Once Daniel has mastered saying all of his words in the beginning of the word correctly, I can always try to see how does he do when he puts that word in a phrase. So I click on phrase and I go through the same process.
The plump pigs. The small pea. Just one bean.
Now, if we want to take it one step further, we go to sentences.
I dropped a coffee bean. That is a very big bag.
And I'm tracking here the data. Do you notice something about the screen? It has a beach type of vibe, a summer kind of look. That's because Articulate Plus includes themes. We know that in order for our students to work on their speech sounds, there's going to be a lot of repetition. So we implemented themes that right now it's summer. You can go back and have a default look, and this is the default look. whenever it gets time for a particular season. So fall, dog. If it's Christmas,
Ball.
they're still working on the same target words on their speech sounds, but they get to have a different look, a different motivator every time they produce the word. That is related to the theme that you have selected. I'm going to show you a couple more. Space. And one of the kids' most favorite theme, which is the Halloween theme. Everybody loves Halloween. Now, what I want to show you is there are multiple ways to work on speech sounds using Articulate Plus. You can also change and click Home to change the activity. And now they're working using a matching game. You can see it's a variety of
Ball.
B words, and they practice the word. They'll say ball. You give them credit. Okay, let's go ahead and find the word ball.
Beach. P.
Every time they tap on the card, you get them to repeat the word. Say P. I'm going to go ahead and show you a different activity.
What do you wear to keep your pants up?
This is a different level because here we want them to spontaneously say those speech sounds in the word using their language skills. This is great for if they need help in their language so that they can try to get the answer to that question.
Belt.
So you can see it's still an initial B sound, which is Daniel's target sound. And you're marking here at the bottom. If you work on the speech sounds, you can track them at the bottom here.
Where do you play in the sand by the ocean?
Notice that the theme carried over. This is still a Halloween theme.
Beach.
And it's but the same words. Now, anytime Daniel masters saying the B sound in the word, phrase, sentence, then saying it spontaneously, maybe it's time for us to take up a notch and send it to
Initial
story
B.
level. So here you have a series of stories at the initial,
Medial B.
medial,
Final
and
B.
final sound. We have stories for every single sound in the English language within Articulate Plus. So Daniel gets to listen to the story.
Jacob has a pet dog named Rob. Rob.
I pause the story because once he reads the story, we get to ask him questions which will prompt to use that target word at a sentence, phrase, or sentence level, or sometimes at the word level. We have a variety of WH questions.
What is
here.
the name of Jacob's dog?
So Jacob's dog is Rob, which has that B in the final position.
Where does Rob like to sleep?
So again, the answer here is he likes to sleep on a crib. And crib is the target word that contains the target sound that Daniel is working on. So I'm going to go ahead and track here so that I can show you guys the beauty of Articulate Plus, which is showing Daniel's progress in mastering his speech sounds. When I terminate the session, let's look for Daniel here. I click on Daniel and I'm going to click on results. So look at all the activities that Daniel worked on, and you can see how he performed, how he did on both P and B, especially if I click on details. I can see, for example, that on B's, he is less accurate at the word level than he's on P, so he's doing better with his P sounds versus his B sound. Now, obviously, this is for the purpose of this demo. I was doing the words randomly, but kids learn in a process. Over time, as you continue to work with Daniel, you'll be able to see the progress that Daniel is making in producing his speech sounds. There are a variety of other features on Articulate Plus, including homework. If you are a speech pathologist looking to send materials for the home, you can either recommend the app for parents to download and use under your guidance, or you can send a PDF file that is available here for you to send home. Here is a way to add custom words. Let's say, for example, that you wanted to help Daniel learn to say his own word, his own name. So you would create a card and you add Daniel's photo. You add the word is Daniel, phrase is I am Daniel, sentence my name is Daniel. And once Daniel is practicing initial D, then that word will automatically appear amongst Daniel's card to learn how to produce his name in a consistent manner. Thank you so much for watching this video of Articulate Plus. You can download Articulate Plus directly from Apple's App Store.